This is the Civilization 4 NLL. Hello, welcome to the Noble Leaders League. I am Kjotleik. Today is the last game in round 7 of matches. We have one game from the second division, one from the first division. We are starting in the second division. This is the game between Roosevelt and Suryavarman II. Roosevelt is number 7 with 6 points. Suryavarman is total first place with 11 points. Roosevelt 2 wins and 3 losses his last 5. Suryavarman is still undefeated though, with 4 wins and a draw in his last 5. Roosevelt won round 6 after having lost 3 games before that, and Suryavarman drew Kjotleik Khan in the last game, his only non-win this season. Here are the starting positions. Let's get the resource bubbles on. This is Roosevelt of America starting position next to a river. There are some clams down there, cow, stone, and there is some fish up here. This is the middle continent. There is also some continents here to the west and some to the east, but we start in the middle of the map, and Suryavarman starts on the west coast here. He is white in this game, with only a cow. He is next to a river. Cow, there is iron up here, but a lot of forests to chop and a couple of jungle tiles as well. Not too big of a continent. They will get into contact with each other relatively early, so let's figure out who can be the leader to deal with that the best way. Off we go, Roosevelt versus Suryavarman II in the second division, the last game of the second division of round 7. 40 turns, 1 city each. Suryavarman is first to 2 cities. Roosevelt is following up quickly with 2 as well. Roosevelt first to 3 cities, 70 turns. Suryavarman the only one. There it is. 2 religions. Suryavarman Buddhism, Roosevelt Hinduism, and Suryavarman is annoyed with Roosevelt. 5 cities Suryavarman, 4 cities Roosevelt. We are coming up to 1 AD. There it is. 6 cities Suryavarman, 5 cities Roosevelt at 1 AD. And now they have borders. I expect a war, and there it is already. 6 cities Suryavarman, 5 cities Roosevelt. Roosevelt 0.7 the strength of Suryavarman. Is that enough? Roosevelt down to 4 cities. Roosevelt is down to 4 cities. Suryavarman has raised an American city. 4 cities. Suryavarman is up to 7 cities now to 4. That is a good advantage. Suryavarman is getting catapults in as well. Horseback riding now. 7 cities to 4, and the war is still raging. Roosevelt cannot afford to lose more cities now. And he's researching calendar for some reason, and we have a peace treaty. We do have a peace treaty. Will Roosevelt then be able to get his 5th city back up? Calendar for Suryavarman, machinery for Roosevelt. 5 cities up now. Chicago has been founded up in the north there. 5 cities to Suryavarman's 7. But Suryavarman can backfill a little bit more, but now we have a war again. Roosevelt is getting engineering though. Suryavarman is getting his feudalism. Roosevelt is on philosophy. 8 cities Suryavarman. He has built another one. Now he has twice the number of cities as Roosevelt has. So Roosevelt, but he managed to get the peace. He has 4 cities now, Roosevelt done. Suryavarman up to 8. Roosevelt down to 4. The peace treaty is clear. Machinery now for Suryavarman, but Roosevelt is weaker and he has fewer cities. This is going to be tough for the American leader Suryavarman. And we have the next war. Suryavarman has attacked 9 cities to 4. Roosevelt is down to 4 cities now. He had 5 for a split second there. Turn to 22. 9 cities Suryavarman, 4 cities Roosevelt. Is this the war that is going to win the game for Suryavarman? Let's see what happens. Guilds is what he is researching. Roosevelt is on civil service. But 4 cities left for Roosevelt. Can he hold on? That is the question. 4 cities left, going nationalism now, Roosevelt. Banking for Suryavarman. Still 9 to 4 in the city counts. I haven't seen any city exchange hands for a while now. That could be a good thing. And now Roosevelt is up to 5 cities, Suryavarman down to 8, and we have the peace treaty. Roosevelt took a city back there and is up to 0.9 the strength of Suryavarman. Is the American leader going to have a comeback in this game now? Turn 260, 5 cities Roosevelt, 10 cities. Suryavarman is now expanding up into the islands up north as well, which means that he has more than twice the number of cities of Roosevelt. And Suryavarman is going for optics and astronomy. Roosevelt is going towards economics though, but Suryavarman on astronomy, that is an auto win, isn't it, for Suryavarman, if he can get his cities over into the new world. He has already 11-5 in the city counts. If he can get a few more over there, this is going to be almost like a walkover. We have the next war though. Roosevelt is down to 0.5 the strength of Suryavarman, and he is immediately down to 4 cities. Suryavarman now 12-4. I think this game is looking very bleak for Roosevelt now. He has big troubles. He's not going to get anything out of this, I'm afraid. Getting corporation in a turn, but with 4 cities, he's back up to 5 cities now. He founded a city down on the continent, down south, east of the starting continent. Roosevelt is trying to escape over there to survive this game. He's up to 6 cities now. Suryavarman on 14 cities though, and Suryavarman on 14 cities, but Suryavarman is now expanding in the west. 15-6, he's getting liberalism as well, Suryavarman. While Roosevelt is on democracy, 2 turns away from that, 6 cities now Roosevelt, 16 for Suryavarman, but given that Roosevelt has escaped to that continent down southeast, it means that Suryavarman will have to take on an invasion across the ocean if he wants to win conquest. 7 cities now Roosevelt, Suryavarman 16, Roosevelt 7, 17 Suryavarman cities now, 17, he is expanding in the west. Building up a good Khmer empire now, 17 cities, 2-7. Roosevelt is on military science, but he hasn't been completely broken yet. He has 0.6, he was 0.7, now is 0.6 the strength of Suryavarman. So Suryavarman has troubled a little bit by taking out Roosevelt. 17 cities to 7, and we have a peace treaty, and now Roosevelt is down to 6 cities. There was peace and there was an espionage mission, but 6 cities towards 18, that means Suryavarman has tripled the number of cities as Roosevelt. Roosevelt didn't found another city down there though, on the continent, up to 7 cities now versus Suryavarman's 18. Different religion, Suryavarman is probably going to attack again soon, and Roosevelt with 0.6 the strength is going to get into trouble once again. 8 cities now, we founded Houston, we have the next war. 19 cities Suryavarman, 8 cities Roosevelt. Roosevelt is getting the military tradition in 3 turns, but Suryavarman is getting the printing press, and Roosevelt is 0.6 the strength. Turn 360, Roosevelt with 8 cities, Suryavarman on 20. And Roosevelt now has gotten the city up in the northeast as well, as you can see. 20 cities for Suryavarman, 9 for Roosevelt. Portland has been founded up there as well, so he's escaping to the east. 10 cities now for Roosevelt. He's trying his best to make something out of this game. He is trying his best, and he's doing a very good job of it. It is just that it feels a little bit too late for him to get anything. Suryavarman is twice as strong, he has twice the number of cities, he has better tech. This is going the way of the Khmer. But we are at turn 381, and Roosevelt does have 11 cities. Suryavarman with 21, but Roosevelt is up to 11. He has defended himself on the starting continent as well. Suryavarman hasn't taken it over yet. 11 cities to 22, Suryavarman. 22 cities, Roosevelt 11, Suryavarman going for the military science. Roosevelt now on physics. Turn 393, and we have the peace treaty. There is a peace treaty signed. Roosevelt has managed to get peace. He has 0.6 the strength of Suryavarman. He really needs to get his power up, but that is going to be difficult. Both of them are on physics, and it looks like Suryavarman is going to get it first, even though it started later, which means that Roosevelt doesn't have the same tech capacity. 12 cities for Roosevelt. We have the next war, by the way. 12 cities for Roosevelt, 21 for Suryavarman, and Roosevelt is still 0.6 the strength of Suryavarman. He's going to lose this. Physics next for Suryavarman. He's getting it. Roosevelt is trying to go for culture now. That is a mistake, I think. Roosevelt is trying to go for culture. It depends how close he is, though. We are on turn 413. If he has a lot of cultural points in his cities already, that could be the way to go. But he has to defend them, and that could be a problem. Because it is the cities in the old continent, in the starting continent. Those are the cities that he needs to keep, because those are the cultural cities, and that could be a problem. He's down to 11 cities now. Suryavarman is going to run over him. Suryavarman getting replaceable parts. Roosevelt, and now Suryavarman is on rifling. Yeah, Roosevelt on 12 cities, but Suryavarman is on rifling and is going to take out all the cultural cities of Roosevelt in the starting continent. So my advice would be for Roosevelt to stop wasting points on culture, get your slider back onto research, get the military attack, try to survive for 65 more turns. Because if you try for culture, you are surely going to lose domination. You may lose domination anyway, but at least you would stand a chance to defend yourself. Still 11 cities though, Suryavarman on 27, Roosevelt on 11. Both of them are going towards steel, but Roosevelt is trying to go culture. He is not teching. 27 cities to 11. There are 55 turns left of the game. 54 now. Suryavarman must be really close to domination as well if he takes 1 or 2 more cities off. If Suryavarman can kick Roosevelt off of the starting continent, then I believe he must be really close to winning domination, if not at domination. But 12 cities now for Roosevelt. He has managed to get another one. Suryavarman 26 cities, Roosevelt 12. Roosevelt is down to 0.4 the strength of Suryavarman, however, though. And Suryavarman now going towards railroads. Roosevelt still trying to go culture. He is only getting 1,000 cultural points per turn, Roosevelt, though, so I think it was ill-advised to try to do this, but here we are. 37 turns left of the game, and Suryavarman hasn't won it yet. Roosevelt with 12 cities, Suryavarman 26, and Suryavarman is clearly the strongest leader. Suryavarman is the one that is going to win this if it weren't for the time limit. 30 turns from now, there is a time limit. He needs to have gained the victory condition before then. Suryavarman, he is at war, he is trying to do it, but he is failing for now. He is 2.5 times as strong as Roosevelt. Roosevelt with 12 cities, Suryavarman on 26. 23 turns left of the game. And Roosevelt is still trying to go for culture, but he is not getting enough cultural points now, is he? I haven't paid attention to the chat in screen. I don't believe that Roosevelt is going to get cultural cities at all. Legendary cities, I mean. Maybe he will, maybe he won't. I don't really know. It's only 17 turns left of the game anyway. And 12 cities, Roosevelt, Suryavarman. Will Suryavarman fail to win this game now? Will Suryavarman fail to win? And Roosevelt, Suryavarman has lost for the first time. Roosevelt has actually won a cultural victory. I never saw any of his cities go legendary. I must have missed both of them, and there will be another one going legendary pretty soon. I mean, it has gone legendary, but it hasn't been written on the screen and the chat yet. It will be after this. Roosevelt is the first leader to defeat Suryavarman II. It is a cultural victory. It was not ill-advised after all. He did manage to defend. It was a great defense for Roosevelt, and Suryavarman, he failed when he attacked. He failed to take cities. And he did never reach the domination threshold. Roosevelt held on, and he got his cultural victory. 20, 60, 780, turn 487. Suryavarman II declared all 6 wars. He was victorious in 3 of them, 1 ended with a stalemate, 1 with a standoff, and 1 he even lost. He also lost the game as Roosevelt won a cultural victory 2067 AD. Let's go and take a look at the stats. Here we have the graphs. Suryavarman is white, Roosevelt is blue, and the score is Suryavarman's. GNP, well, that is Roosevelt then. Production, that's Suryavarman. Food is Suryavarman. Power is Suryavarman. Culture is Roosevelt, and espionage is Suryavarman. Demographics, the left numbers are Roosevelt's numbers, the right numbers are Suryavarman's numbers. 15.2 million inhabitants in America, 24.5 in Khmer, and you see the other numbers here. They are good, but nothing to write home about. Top 6 cities and the wonders. 1, 2, 3, 4 wonders in the BC era. And we see the top 6 cities. Roosevelt with the top 3, Suryavarman with the 4 through 6 cities. Statistics then. Roosevelt, 13 cities built, 6 religions founded, 2 golden ages, currently 25 towns, 14 farms, 13 mines. He did build in his cities, 13 lighthouses, 12 granaries, 11 barracks, and we see down to 1 Notre Dame there. Let's see page 2. And we see it's a completely full page 2, so let's go to page 3 as well and see that Angkor Wat is the last building on the list. Current unit stand for Roosevelt: 25 longbowmen, 22 musketmen, 20 cuirassiers, and 1 galleon. He trained a total of 93 catapults, 74 archers, 63 longbowmen, and 3 Confucian missionaries down there, page down. And the last unit on the list is 1 great spy. Total number of kills for Roosevelt: 33 knights, 32 ballista elephants, 27 trebuchets, and down to 1 cannon. His losses: 88 longbowmen, 79 catapults, 22 horse archers, and a settler at the bottom there. Then let's take a look at Suryavarman II's numbers. 26 cities built, 1 raised, 1 religion founded, 2 golden ages, currently 47 workshops, 39 windmills, 36 towns he built in his cities, 28 granaries, 25 lighthouses, 23 barracks. We see 1 academy as well. Let's go page down, and we see a Versailles as the last building that he got. Go to the top and look at current units for Suryavarman then. 53 riflemen, 45 cavalry, 30 infantry, 26 workers, down to 1 workboat. He trained a total of 58 longbowmen, 43 knights, 37 cavalries, down to 9 galleys. Let's go page down and see that a great spy is the last unit on the list. Let's confirm the kills then. 88 longbowmen, 79 catapults, 22 horse archers, down to 1 pikeman, and the losses: 33 knights, 32 ballista elephants, 27 trebuchets, and 1 cannon. So that was it. Congratulations, Roosevelt. Let's look at the victory condition screen then. We see New York as the 3rd city, reaching legendary with 50,103 points, Washington 70,000, almost 71, Philadelphia 57, and we see that Suryavarman was far away from culture, and he was also far away from domination, having only gotten 57% of the land area. He needed 74%. Roosevelt built the Apostolic Palace. That doesn't really matter. Let's take a look at the cities. Roosevelt has 12 cities. Let's go to the list and sort by population. We see Miami is pop 18, St. Louis pop 16. He is happy but unhealthy, and the food is decent-ish. The base commerce is, well, 50 is the best, I think, so that's halfway okay-ish. Production is not really that good, but he's building some cuirassiers and stuff to defend himself and things like that. This was then Roosevelt. Let's get over to Suryavarman II to take a look at his cities. He has 20... now we took a city off Roosevelt immediately, didn't he? 27 cities. Okay, let's take a look at his cities then. Yasodharapura, Chokgargyar, Fimai, Pop 15 cities. They are, and we see a lot of other cities down here, they are unhappy, but they are reasonably healthy. The food is decent-ish, but nothing more than that. Base commerce, we have 75 in Angkor, and that's basically the best, and 57 Yastarapura, that's also good. Production is decent-ish, but nothing more than that. Power in Lavo, building Kremlin for 86, that is good, I suppose. Muangtam, the bottom of the list, with Pop 2, let's go bottom. And see that Boston, well, it's building a granary. I wonder if Boston was the city that was just recently taken. I am not so sure, maybe it was. Spoiler alert, results and updated league tables follows after this screen. Updated league tables show us Roosevelt number 7 then, with 8 points and a positive 53 score turn difference. Suryavarman II, he is still number 1 with his 11 points and positive 59, but we see that towards the top of the table it is very much exciting now to see who can be number 1 after the next round. There are several leaders that can climb to the top. Next game up, the last game of the round, is the first division game between Justinian I and Hannibal. I am looking forward to that. I hope to see you back for that one a little bit later today. I am Kjotleik. This has been the Noble Leaders League. Goodbye for now.